Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Michael Brown, and this is the Raptor Report. And once again, we are coming to you from my home as we faithfully practice the social distancing requirements during this time of COVID-19. But we have a very special show for you today. I'm really excited to welcome in members of the MC women's soccer team. We've got Eve St. Martin. Say hi, Eve. We've got Elise and Sophie Couturier. And we've got Kayla Velasquez, who was driving home from work. She pulled over to a parking lot, so don't worry, folks. She's not driving and being on her phone at the same time. And we've also got head coach Phil Nana. Hey, Phil.
Hey, guys.
And his top assistant coach, Ben Ariti. Hey, Ben. And the reason that I invited all these folks here today is because the MC women's soccer team last week put out a delightful, entertaining, really creative challenge video. And the thing blew up online. It got tons of hits in no time. And we want to talk about that today. But before we go any further, let's have a look at it. I'll tell you what, I love that video, and so did a lot of other people. I mean, it was catchy, it was creative, it was fun. Whose idea was it? How'd you guys come up with this concept?
So I think it all started with the whole juggling the toilet paper concept. Like when that started going around, the coaches challenged us on like, oh, like, can you guys do this? Can you guys try it? And then I think they challenged Ben to do it, and then he ended up we were in a conversation in the group chat, and he was like, I'll do it after I'm done eating. And then we were like, oh, how about you do it while you're eating? And then we were all like instigating. We were like, oh, you can't do it, you won't. And then he sent out a video. He was like, okay, now I challenge you guys to do it, and we all started teaching him.
Yeah. We had him go first because he was our best juggler, and I was like, "Well, if you're really the best, then you got to juggle." We're like, "Let's see it." I mean, he did it. So.
He did have a bowl. It looked like cereal, right, Ben?
Yeah.
You know, I had just woken up, and you know, I saw the challenge, so I was like, okay, let me start it, so you know they could just.
Now, the whole idea was it was sort of framed as a challenge. I mean, it was a good-natured challenge. Who are you guys challenging?
I think a lot of the colleges and all the sports teams have done like just juggling challenges, a toilet paper challenge. But I think when we decided to like up our game a little bit with the eating challenge, I've seen a bunch of other colleges continue doing it, but I've yet to see the men's team video. We're still waiting on that. We've heard rumors to do it, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be interesting because they commented. They were one of the first to comment on the video, and I'm quite frankly a little bit surprised we haven't seen something out of them already.
Yeah, I mean, they talk a lot of games, so we'll see. But I know they also have a lot of talent, so we'll see if they can beat us.
If they can pull it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see. The challenge is out there, guys. So now, because of social distancing, this had to be kind of difficult to coordinate all this. Who did the coordinating? who did you have a script? I mean, how did that all kind of come together?
I think when Ben started the video, like when he challenged us, we all just kind of sent videos like during that span of a few days, and then just whatever we could eat, and then we did it, and then we sent it, and then I think Ben and Phil, or one of them, was editing the video. So yeah, it was just kind of like a spur. Like we just kind of did it to do it, you know?
Yeah.
So nobody like said, all right, I want you to kick it to the left. I want you to kick it to the right. You guys did that in what we call in the business post.
That was the kind of bad part about it, because everybody was just sending videos, and then when we would see and edit, we were like, oh wait, this has to go that way, and then we're like, okay, we're gonna reflect your video, so, and it's like, no, reflect yours. So it was kind of like, oh, let's just go with what we have and make it work. So, and you can see in the video that who I believe it was Ben, I think, who edited it, but you can see that he tried to work out who passed it to the next person and just like lined up the people, so it worked out and looked good.
Is that what you did, Ben? You did the editing, correct?
It was Phil. I think Phil was the one that made the edit, and also I think the last two videos, I think he made them redo it because the ball had to come from the left, if I'm not mistaken. So I think it was Phil who made that.
So Phil, did you have how many takes did this take? Now you guys are eating various types of food. Eve, for example, how long did it take you to how many takes did it take you to get to where you got?
I think that was my first take. Well, because one, when I kicked the ball to the left, I accidentally kicked it to my neighbor's yard, because I thought I had enough time to kick into my fence, but it went to the other one, so I only had one shot. So I'm glad it fell.
And how about the sisters? You guys were obviously on your deck, and I think it was Sophie that kicked first, right? And you tossed whatever you were eating to Elise.
Yeah, I was in class actually when they sent the video, so I just ran outside and I just juggled. It took a few tries, mainly because I had to figure out which way to go, and then work out the coordination, throwing it and then kicking it, and then Elise had to catch it. So I have the same apple that Sophie has, so we had to coordinate, make sure that the apple didn't drop, because I'm not getting an apple. So it was me tossing the ball to Sophie and then having to run around the backside of the camera to catch the apple. So I don't think you could see it, but in the one that we sent in, when I threw the apple, we had to kind of dive for it. I think she stayed off camera, but we almost dropped it. Still did a good job editing. Yeah, he did.
And how about you, Kayla? Where were you, and how long did it take you to pull yours off?
So the video that was in the edit was actually a second video that I had taken. I'm sorry. The video in the edit, I did a second try because the first video, it came out good and everything, but then I was like, oh, let me just make another one. And the second one that I took, I think I was eating pizza, so I thought it looked better that I was munching on pizza, and it only took me 2 tries. Yeah.
Pretty good, Phil. You got some talented players here.
Yeah, Phil challenged us. He thought you couldn't do it.
Yeah. I don't want to say I was surprised, but it was to see them do this, and just for them to get together and all of us just sending videos, and just the participation was, I think, the biggest thing for me. I know they can juggle. They're all good at juggling, but the participation was the most exciting part.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how about the ending where the glass breaks? Who came up with that idea? Because
I don't even know about that.
That was Phil. Yeah, that was
Phil.
I literally knocked down so in my house there's a little table with a bunch of like the internet stuff and the modem and things like that. So I'm kicking it out of the frame, like a proverbial pass, and I knocked down all of that stuff, and I'm just you can see.
Well, that was a great way to end it.
Yeah.
It was really great. Who picked the music? Because the music is it's like an earworm. I mean, I think I've watched this video, 10 times. And every time I watch it, it's in my head for the rest of the night.
I think I picked the music too. But it was just, I heard that and it was in my head too. It's the baby song. I know these girls love, him too. it's music. Everybody loves his music, and it was kind of upbeat. It went with like the juggling pattern and the transition pattern. So it's the perfect song to do it to.
Yeah.
Yeah, take it from me. I'm a you know, I kind of do a lot of editing to make a living, and I thought the edit was great. Scott Youngblood and I both thought the edit was great. The transitions were great, and the titles and everything. It's a nice video. You guys really did a great job pulling it together.
Thank you.
Now for the big question: what was everybody eating?
I was eating an Oreo.
Couturier's, I know, an apple, right?
Yeah, you're eating an apple.
And Kayla?
I was eating pizza.
Ben?
Cereal.
What type of cereal?
And I know Phil was eating Doritos.
The bag of chips and spicy Doritos.
Not just Doritos.
I knew it.
Yeah. So, I mean, the effort was good. I guess our nutrition we got to work on a little bit.
Some of us.
Some of us. I was surprised to see the Couturiers were sharing an apple. That was. But yeah,
I remember.
All of a sudden, we're eating pizza and cereal.
I remember when we first started the challenge. I jokingly said, "Oh, I'm gonna do it with some steak, to show off."
Yeah.
And then Ben was like, "Come on, Kayla, where's the video with the steak?" And I'm like, "I can't afford steak right now." So pizza had to do.
We're limited supply of food.
Bro.
Do you remember what anybody else was eating, or do you know?
I saw a banana,
Yes.
I think another bag of chips, another cereal.
A little bowl of cereal,
Yeah.
Well, it was a great concept, and again, the challenge is out there. We've got 9 NJCAA sports at the school. We've got 8 other teams. Come on. So we'll see what happens.
I would definitely like to see how creative they can get. Like the volleyball team, we're talking about doing it. So
Yeah.
definitely want to see how creative and how it builds.
Definitely.
Yeah, I talked to the head coach for volleyball the other day, and I was kind of gently saying, "Come on, it's your turn now." So
yeah, I think it'd be cool for all the teams to kind of come together.
Yeah. Even make a collab out of it.
Yeah,
we could.
MC Athletics.
Well, I can't let you guys go without talking a little bit about the way our lives have changed right now. You guys, you students, how are you liking taking classes online? How are you coping with the situation of the social distancing, not being on campus? How are you guys handling it?
It's been really hard to adapt to, honestly. You're not familiar with having to work off of your laptop or join Zoom classes. For example, I went from driving to 8 a.m. classes to having to wake up in my own bed at 8 a.m. to hop onto a Zoom session. And it's just not the same. And it's, for me personally, I feel like it's kind of hard to cope with and adapt to, but it's something I have to get used to.
Yeah.
How about the sisters, Couturier sisters? What do you think?
I already had one class online, so that was kind of nice that I didn't really have to transition all my classes. Some of my classes are definitely going better than others, depending on the professors and everything like that. But nothing too crazy. Yeah, I think half my professors are kind of being understanding, and the other half kind of piled on the work. So oh, you guys are at home.
Oh.
Classes you had to be in class to actually finish the whole class. So it kind of sucked not being able to finish that class. It was one of my favorite ones, but I mean, we adjusted, I guess. But
how about you, Eve?
Yeah, it's been a little tough. Again, like we said, some classes are better than the others. But I mean, I'm still trying to catch up and do all my work. And I kind of need school because when I'm at home, I have nothing else to do but work out and eat food. So I kind of I'm kind of like that I have school, but again, it's pros and cons.
Yeah.
Well, that brings up another good question. You guys, all of you, live and breathe soccer. Are you able to play at all? How are you staying fit?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We go ahead. I go ahead. So I'm not gonna lie. At first, when all of this broke out, I was still going to the field, but the fields were still open. So I would still go to the fields with my friends, or I would hit the track or go run at the lake. So I might get in trouble for this, but I was still going to the field and playing. It was about two friends that I would go with. I know I went to the field with my teammate Gabby a lot. We worked on each other. We did drills with each other. We'd run. It's always us two out there. But when they started like getting really enforced, I had to stop going to the field. I couldn't go out to the lake. So I honestly just started going outside, running in my neighborhood, get as much as I can. But yeah.
Eve, how you doing with it?
Yeah, we've been, so for like the first week when it happened, our weight training coaches, Zach and Andrea, like automatically started workout Zoom sessions. So since they started, like I've been going, they have it every day. I go Mondays and Wednesdays for like an hour, and they work on like lower body, upper body, core, just basically trying to get you like fit. And then usually after that, I go for like my 2-mile run and then touches. So I like base it off every day, just trying to stay, fit.
That's important. How about the sisters?
Yeah, we're really lucky that we have, there's like this middle school in our house. It's like pretty like, it's small. It's like pretty low key. Yeah. And there's like this brick wall, and like I go there, like I try to go there like a lot of times during the week and like get touches off the wall and stuff. And there's like, I run around my neighborhood, and there's like a set of stairs that I like try to, do leg workouts and stuff. But yeah, I definitely try to, and the Zoom workouts also. Yeah. The Zoom workouts have been so good. Honestly, like props to you, but he does like body weight, which has been super helpful. And it's nice having someone that you live with, so they can't be like, you can't be with them. So we've been, same thing, just going on runs, getting touches in, using the wall. Taking advantage. There's been a couple people that have been posting videos of just training sessions, and like taking those and taking the drills that they do and taking them out and doing those has been also really helpful.
Well, you coaches got to be happy to hear this. They're doing the best they can under the circumstances.
Yeah, well, they're doing a really good job. Good to hear all these things that they're doing, going outside, running, and the law to stay fit. That's awesome. But no, I'm really glad to hear that you guys are doing such great. Really good that the coaches, the weight training coaches, are giving these supplemental Zoom sessions. I had a talk with Zach and how he designed it, and it's really innovative, and it's so cool to have such engagement from the players doing this session. So it's good from the coach's point of view. I'm glad that they're doing it.
How about you and Ben? I know you guys play club professionally, correct? All right, you guys being able to stay in shape and get some touches in?
Yeah, so with Ben and I, we still coach. So our club teams, we still have to do online Zoom sessions. So we participate in Zoom sessions as well. So that's how we try to stay in shape. But also with our professional team, we have a guy just like, it's our fitness coach. He sends out workout stuff to do from home as well. So we do pretty much everything, a lot of plyometrics, a lot of body weight stuff, resistance bands, and core drills for soccer, passing and receiving off of the wall. So similar things the girls are saying that they're doing on their own. They're doing the same thing at the pro level. So that's why I'm super excited to hear this.
That's good. Real quick before I let you go, Phil, this would be prime recruiting time. How are you able to do it under the circumstances?
So it did make recruiting kind of difficult. The fact that you can't meet with these players, I think those personal meetings is huge in recruiting. Also not being able to show the campus, stuff like that. Those are great recruiting tools, but the athletic staff and Coach G in particular has given us a lot of different things that we can do to supplement for like online campus visits. The electronic campus visits are super cool. She's designed letter of intent signings that we can present that are all virtual, so you don't have to meet with the players. So that changes the ball game. And also now we're doing Zoom calls with all of our recruits, all of the players that we're looking to sign. And also there's an application that they can send us their highlights online, and we can evaluate their highlights in almost real time So that makes recruiting a lot easier remotely. So we're finding ways to get around. I think the hardest thing for us is the fact that we can't go out and sitting in the game and watch the players play. And also in the point where also we're D1 and we have to give out scholarships. Usually we wait till like around this time where we can kind of see the girls play with each other and decide, you know, how we want to allocate those scholarships and stuff. Is kind of tough for us because we're limited to just watching them on Zoom sessions, things like that. So.
It's a whole new world here. A lot of adapting going on, a lot of adapting. But I tell you, I think you guys are, you sound very healthy to me. You sound like you're staying very busy, very productive. And that video, I tell you, we love that video. So thanks so much for putting that together. And MC Teams, you're on the clock now. You've been challenged. So I want to thank all of you for taking time out to join us on our remote Raptor Report today. To stay on top of everything happening with Montgomery College Athletics, you can follow the Raptors on Instagram and Twitter at MC_Raptors. You can also follow the Raptors on Facebook at the Raptors MC. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MC_Raptor Boys. For everyone involved with the Raptor Report, thanks so much for joining us, and please stay safe and healthy.